I had never seen my dad more desperate in my life. He was a private investigator up until his condition forced him to retire. Before that, he was a highly ranked detective in the police force. Nothing fazed him back then. In fact, my mother used to complain all the time that he never showed his emotions. Seeing him act like a terrified child left me deeply disturbed. Was someone listening to us? No. It didn't make any sense. He had been doing this for months. If he really wanted to communicate, he could have just written it down. There had to be an explanation. The only thing I could do was that someone was watching. Still, the extent of this monitoring must be far-reaching if he couldn't find a way to pass a note. We lay for two. I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. The next morning, Dad just went about his business like usual, acting like nothing happened. I almost assumed I imagined everything until he gave me a knowing nod right before I left. That settled it. I went to the police station as soon as I could. There, I found Detective Harris, my father's old partner. He was a portly man. Since my dad went mute, man with a neatly trimmed mustache, always chuckling and smiling at something. My dad trusted him with his life and always told me to run to Harris if I ever found myself in trouble. Well, if it ain't Mike's kid, he said, come on in. I entered the messy office and found no place to
For Ava McMahon, one of the best parts of Christmas is Ava, the elf on the shelf that comes to visit each Christmas season.
She's been around ever since I was 1 year old, and she's always did funny things.
Keeping a sharp eye out for naughty behavior for the big boss Santa. But this year, it was Elf Ava who was elfing around, having her own brush with the naughty list. Gilbert police officers pulled up to Ava's house while she was having a sleepover, asking for help.
You used to live on Oak Street in Oregon?
Yes.
You did? Okay. Every time somebody tries to break into your house over there, they say you're in another room.
Me and my friends, we were screaming and we thought that the police wouldn't actually come.
And when they opened the door, Ava seemingly getting confused about the home she was supposed to go to. And if it wasn't for human Ava identifying her, she might have spent her holiday in handcuffs.
It would be very sad because my elf was late, but now,
Dad Jason posted the video of interaction on social media.
How did the NBA make the best Christmas commercial of all time? This is the famous commercial you all know as Jingle Hoops. Here's how they actually cheated to make this promotion a masterpiece. There are 5 notes for you to play Jingle Bells, making for 5 total basketball minutes. So they then got 5 players to participate. You'd think they just lined them all in a row to shoot this in the ring, but they actually made things a lot easier. It probably would have taken a lot of practice and perfect execution to film this with all these variables, and the players simply didn't have time for that during the season. So with the power of green screen and special effects, they had players shoot their shots one at a time. Players were told exactly when to shoot, and they would line up the baskets to hit right when the note would chime. Notice how LeBron had to be incorporated into the video as he gets a lot from Steve Nash to film. But looking at the production of it, LeBron had his own separate hoop to throw in. While they kind of cheated to make this commercial, the production behind it was still advanced. The wild thing now is that all the players in this commercial have won an MVP award. So for Basketball Today's 25 Days of Focus question, which of these players was the last to win their MVP award? Imagine though they let Shaq win this commercial. That would have been the greatest. It wouldn't have been Jingle Hoops, then it would have been Jingle Prince. How did the
When he was talking to us about the rules, I thought
A few years back, I was just getting out of a long relationship. My boss's sister decided to set me up with one of the coworkers. Let's call her Susan. So she gives me Susan's number. And after a bunch of hanging, Mom would have decided to give her a She sounds all right on the phone. It's very
Hello? I need your watch you for like 5 minutes.